Okay, so we have some breaking news. Savannah Guthrie, she just put out a new video, and I would like to share that with you.
All right, everybody, we have breaking news. We have just received a brand new video from Savannah Guthrie as we are a little over an hour away from one of the deadlines in the letter for this ransom payment. We're getting it ready. We are about to play it for you in just a moment. But I can tell you that in it, she says, we need your help. And we're going to play this for you as soon as we get it turned around. Just stick with us here. Chief Correspondent Jonathan Hunt on the ground in Tucson as we wait to show that to you in just a moment. Jonathan?
And interestingly, Martha, this new message is not addressed to the kidnapper or kidnappers. It is addressed to the general public. In it, Savannah Guthrie thanks everybody for their prayers. She says, we are in an hour of desperation. She said that we, the Guthrie siblings, believe our mother is still out there. She hears your prayers, Savannah.
What do you guys think? Do you think that Mrs. Guthrie is still alive? Personally, I do not believe that because there's no reason why they wouldn't have sent proof of life.
And she says, we all need your help. She is out there somewhere, but it certainly sounds from the tone of that message, which our viewers will hear shortly, Martha, that the investigation is at something of a dead end at this point, because Savannah Guthrie's tone in this is absolutely desperate, saying that law enforcement are working as hard as they can, but they need the public's help. And she appeals to anybody, anywhere, well outside of Tucson, well outside of Arizona, if you see something that you think might be helpful in any way, shape or form, please contact law enforcement. So this, I think it is fair to characterize as a message of utter desperation. Once again, a gut-wrenching thing to listen to, as all of Savannah Guthrie's videos have been, Martha.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
Quick question here, and you make a number of good points. She's just addressing people generally, and we're going to play it in just a second. But there's no mention in this video, like the last one, Jonathan, we will pay, we understand. So what might this signal? I mean, I know you don't know the answer to this. We're just, sort of thinking it through about this pending ransom time and whether or not perhaps they do not put credence in that anymore, potentially.
Yeah, it's a perfectly fair question, Martha. This is a very different message. The ones we have seen so far, 3 videos from the family, they have all been a direct message to the kidnapper. This now is moving beyond that. This is a message to the public saying, we need your help. It almost feels, and we're all speculating here, Martha, of course, we're all trying to read a tone, but it almost feels like they feel as though this has taken a step backwards rather than forward.
Jonathan, we have the video.
You're absolutely accurate in picking up on that tone.
Okay, let's watch this video.
Jonathan Hunt, let's play this video. Stick around for a second. Let's watch this.
Oh my God.
Hi there, everybody. I wanted to come on and just share a few thoughts as we enter into another week of this nightmare. I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much for all of the prayers and the love that we have felt, my sister and brother and I, and that our mom has felt.
Oh, man.
Because we believe that somehow, some way, she is feeling these prayers and that God is lifting her even in this moment and in this darkest place. We believe our mom is still out there. We need your help. Law enforcement is working tirelessly around the clock, trying to bring her home, trying to find her. She was taken and we don't know where.
Oh my God.
And we need your help. So I'm coming on just to ask you, not just for your prayers, but no matter where you are, even if you're far from Tucson, if you see anything, if you hear anything, if there's anything at all that seems strange to you, that you report to law enforcement. We are at an hour of desperation, and we need your help.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click
Oh my
here.
gosh. Can you guys imagine? I just don't know. It's so freaking sad. Okay, let's see. This guy, he is currently there. JLR investigates. I think that he does some things that are a little bit questionable. However, I don't know. I feel like maybe he's getting better at his reporting. He did mention
Catalina Foothills, SD 216, it says.
he did mention something about how Annie was like smiling in one of the interviews, and I just thought that was really like bad form. You can't judge somebody just because of the way that their expressions are. And there's like micro expressions sometimes that it has nothing to do with how you're really feeling. It's called masking, where sometimes people are so exhausted or so like self-conscious, or there's just different reasons. And I can say this as a psychiatric nurse. I work in the psychiatric field and I work with criminals. Um, but even so, regardless, people mask all the time. Uh, if someone comes up to you and says, "Oh, hi, how are you? How have you been?" and your heart's been breaking and your marriage is on the rocks and all kinds of, "Oh, I'm doing great. How are you doing?" Yeah, awesome. I mean, masking, we all do it. You can't, I don't know. As a reporter, I find it like selfish, and I find it to be just like non-classy to just do certain things just for likes, right? Like likes and attention just to get the conversation started, because they're not thinking about the people it could impact. And we have zero evidence to show that Annie had anything to do with this whatsoever. Yeah. And then the other thing, so I actually like Ashley Banfield a lot. However, I'm feeling some type of way about her right now. Her and even Megyn Kelly. I like Megyn Kelly a lot, but Megyn Kelly seems to like be supporting Ashley in the fact that, oh, we're just reporting on what we hear. And I don't know, it just felt a little like fake to me. Because they were saying, oh, we've been friends for, so long, and especially then, if you're friends with Savannah or like, acquaintances, especially then, I would just steer clear of it. Like any sort of rumors, any sort of anything, especially if it has something to do with like her brother-in-law, unless you have absolute concrete evidence, and then go to Savannah, talk to Savannah. Don't be spreading it out to millions of people when you don't have proof. You don't. And it could hurt the investigation. Imagine if, say, Ashley or another reporter got some inside scoop and it tips off the people who actually have Mrs. Guthrie, right? And then they're like, oh crap, they're on our tail. And so they end up killing her. It's just, I find it to be really like irresponsible. Yeah. So anyway, um, I'm willing to like give people the benefit of the doubt, but I don't know certain things. And like with the case in Idaho, I mean, that one was really like close to my heart. I actually went to Washington State University for a time. Um, yeah, not the one in Pullman, but in Vancouver, Washington. That's my hometown. Um, so yeah, like Idaho, Washington State. I'm from Washington originally. Like that's where I grew up. Um, those poor kids. I mean, I followed that case so closely. I didn't report on it or anything, but I really have a knack for like figuring out cases like before we find out what actually happened. The same sort of thing with yeah, with a different case, but with the Idaho 4 case, I very early on had been saying that I feel like this is like an incel type of person who committed this crime. Um, and I have receipts and screenshots that are dated to like prove that I had this whole I had this whole theory. And the reason I felt that was just the way the crime was committed. It just felt that way to me. That it was just somebody who was really like angry at like beautiful sorority girls. Yeah. Anyway, this is so, so difficult. Like, I can't believe that it's been so long and they still haven't found her. What do you guys think? Do you think that anyone, if you could just reach out in the chat or just go ahead and, yeah, message me. Do you think that they'll find her alive? Do you think that they'll find her body? Do you think she won't ever be found? Yeah, I don't know. I think that we have some of the best law enforcement in the world working on this right now. And so I think that her body will be found. I think that the criminals will be found. And the good news is I think that not just me, a lot of people who are actually really high up in like the FBI and the law enforcement, they believe it's more than one person who committed this act. And so the good news is when it's more than one person, the chances of actually solving the case end up going up higher because people tend to rat each other out. Yeah, so hopefully she's found. If anyone cares about my 2 cents, I think that they'll find her body. And I think that the people who committed this crime will be brought to justice. So, all right. For now, I'm gonna sign off. Bye.